Welcome to the Smart Weight Loss Coaching Podcast. I'm Dr. Lisa Olson, a board-certified weight loss medicine specialist and certified life coach. In this podcast, I'll share fresh insights and effective techniques for incorporating mindset, habit change, and proven science into your life. Are you ready to achieve sustainable weight loss, wellness, and longevity? Then let's jump in and lose weight the smart way. Welcome back. I'd like to tell you about a client of mine. Let's call her Janet. Like many of us, Janet has been on and off diets for most of her adult life. She's done calorie counting, keto, intermittent fasting, and programs like Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig. You name it, she's tried it. Each time she'd start strong, lose some weight, but inevitably, life happened. She'd be busy with work, or one of her kids would get sick, or she'd just feel tired of thinking about food all the time, and she'd find herself slipping back into old patterns. When we spoke about it recently, Janet said, "I feel like I just don't have enough willpower." She was blaming herself. She also had the mistaken belief that superior willpower was something others had and she lacked. I know this kind of self-talk is familiar to many of us. Here's the truth. Janet doesn't have a willpower problem, and neither do you. Psychologist Dr. Traci Mann has done decades of research on dieting and self-control. Her studies show that willpower is simply not a reliable long-term strategy for weight loss. I feel like I can't say that enough, so let me say it once again. Willpower is not an effective long-term strategy for weight loss. I really want to help you shake loose the belief that you're going to white-knuckle it when it comes to weight loss and maintenance of weight loss. It's funny that people don't seem to have that willpower belief when it comes to better health or making changes to live longer and improve their health span. We get it when it comes to longevity. There's no finish line for better health. Everyone knows that living longer healthier requires a chronically healthy lifestyle, not a brief intervention. But with weight loss, we're so often stuck in that toxic diet mindset, before and after photo, social media approach, where we think we're going to stoically resist our favorite treats, live on nuts, seeds, berries, and protein powder, drop 50 pounds in 6 months, and then go on to do whatever we want in maintenance. It's not logical, but we've been exposed to the oversimplified approach of eat less and move more for so long that it's hard not to believe that more willpower is the answer. Our brains are wired to keep us alive, and that means we're drawn to food, especially calorie-dense food. You're not broken if you crave chips or cookies at the end of a stressful day. Your brain is literally designed to notice and remember rewarding foods and to find them again and again, just like a mouse in a maze that quickly learns to go directly to the location of the cheese. At least that's how I sometimes feel when I'm on a hunt for chocolate. We're going to put ourselves in an environment with rewarding, often hyper-palatable food when the opportunity arises because that's what our brains are designed to do. And once we do that enough times, it starts to become a habit. So suddenly eating chocolate isn't just something you do at the end of a stressful day. It becomes something you feel drawn to do every day or whenever you have access to it. Whenever you notice a cue, like sitting in a certain place after the dinner dishes are done. Believe me, I have to watch out for these insidious habits as much as the next person. And the secret to taming unhelpful habits is not what you might think. So if willpower isn't the answer, what is? This is where Dr. Wendy Wood's research comes in. She's a professor of psychology and business at the University of Southern California, where she studies habits, both good and bad. She and her team have found that almost half of our daily actions aren't conscious choices at all. They're habits triggered automatically by cues in our environment. For example, Janet realized that every time she sat down on the couch at 9 p.m., she felt an urge to get a snack. Not because she's hungry, but because her family room and the couch itself had become cues. The behavior was automatic. That's powerful because it means we can engineer our environment to work for us instead of against us. This concept may be familiar to you, but I find I always benefit from a refresher about environmental cues. If I keep a bowl of fruit on the counter instead of cookies on the counter, I'll be more likely to grab an apple when I want something quick. Similarly, if you brush your teeth right after dinner, that becomes the signal to your brain that the kitchen is closed. Small shifts in our environment and routine can do more for long-term success than sheer willpower ever could. Of course, habits and environment are only part of the puzzle. I also want to talk about Dr. Ellen Langer's research on mindfulness. But before we do, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor. Just kidding. It's still me, Dr. Lisa Oldson, physician and founder of Smart Weight Loss Coaching. If you're a regular listener to our podcast, please be sure to click the follow button on the podcast and increase your engagement by using our podcast workbook. The workbook goes along with episodes 1 through 50 and propels you to take action to create healthy habits that will increase your health span and help you lose weight. It's available on our website at smartweightlosscoaching.com. And we're back. Dr. Ellen Langer was the first woman to be tenured in psychology at Harvard, and she's considered the mother of mindfulness and positive psychology. Dr. Langer and her team have shown over and over again that simply paying attention differently changes us. Her lab focuses on the effects of mind-body unity on health outcomes. In one famous study, hotel cleaning staff who were told that their daily cleaning work counted as exercise actually lost weight and lowered their blood pressure, even though their activity level didn't change. Their mindset shifted and their bodies followed. I think this is fascinating. That's the power of awareness. If you start noticing your habits, your triggers, and your thoughts about food and exercise, you open the door to change, you stop eating on autopilot, and you start to make smart choices. Dr. Langer and her research assistant, Sophie Snow, did an experiment many years ago where they gave two groups of people a task that involved rating cartoons. One group was told this was a fun, playful activity, and the other group was told they were doing work. Those who felt they were playing, even though they were doing the same task as the work group, reported enjoying themselves more and feeling more productive. You can see that mindset has an enormous impact on our experience. So what can you take from all this various research on the mind and body connection? Number 1, stop blaming willpower. Finding it hard to lose weight or change habits is not about being weak. Your brain is doing exactly what it's designed to do, and it's not your fault. Number 2, shape your environment. Put healthy choices in easy reach. Remove friction for the behaviors you want and add friction for the ones you don't. And number 3, practice mindful awareness. Notice your thoughts. Notice your habits. Even just asking yourself a question like, am I actually hungry right now, or is this just the couch telling me it's snack time, can be a game changer. Back to Janet. Once she stopped beating herself up for failing and started reshaping her environment, she began to notice real progress. She moved her snack foods out of sight, started keeping her crocheting by the couch instead of chips, and practiced checking in with herself before eating. Of course, she didn't become a perfect eater overnight. That's not necessary. She simply began to feel capable. She had a sense that weight loss was possible. And that sense of capability and possibility made her want to keep going. This is key because weight loss takes time. Janet and I got excited about her healthy habit changes, and we used that positive reinforcement as her reward since she understood that the scale may not immediately reward her healthy habit changes. As I said, weight loss takes time. Speaking of time, it's time for your NBA, your next best action for today. Perhaps you want to take one small step to set your environment up for success. Maybe that means moving a tempting food out of sight. Maybe you'd like to plan tomorrow's lunch ahead of time. Or maybe you're simply going to pause the next time you feel a craving and ask yourself, what's really driving this? Remember, your brain is a brilliant tool that can be tapped to fuel your weight loss success. With the right mindset, environment, and awareness, it can become your most powerful ally in creating the healthy life you deserve to have. You've got this. Thanks so much for listening. If you'd like more support during your smart weight loss journey, check out our group coaching program at smartweightlosscoaching.com. Until next time, stay well and stay smart.